Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Michelle for those of you who are just dropping in. And today we're going to talk about letting go of the ego. So I want you to imagine that you are getting ready to go on a trip and that you've got a large suitcase. And that large suitcase is going to represent the ego. And then I want you to pack as full as you can that suitcase to go on a trip that you are going for a week. If it looks anything like my suitcase, it's stuff packed full. I can barely zip it up. So I want you to think about that. And every single item that you put in that suitcase represents a thought. Now with that in mind, we've shoved those thoughts into that ego, and that's where we're going to show how the thought influences or is intertwined with the ego, and the importance of learning to surrender or let go of the ego. So the ego is the identification that you have with your thoughts. And so if that thought is, I'm not good enough, things aren't working out for me, they never go right for me, life just isn't fair, any of those thoughts, even good thoughts, but in general, any thought that you identify with, think about that. Now, the importance of why we want to really focus or trying to step out of the ego is because the ego is associated with fear, and fear is primarily the emotion that all the survival emotions come from. Anxiety, depression, all of those things really stem from fear of something. The ego is trying to put ourselves back in. It wants to scare us. It's wanting us to think that we are in survival and don't go out there, something will happen. Don't go into the unknown. And that's the egoic self. That's all about what other people think about me. That's called egoic anxiety. What is everyone thinking about me? What if I don't do this? What if I don't drive that? I didn't get the job. All of those things are related to your ego or your thoughts that you're identifying with. And then ego anxiety or fear that stems from that is the same thing. What if this? So the worry is created or intertwined from that ego trying to gain power. So the more you can become aware and consciously think, you just need to step out of the thought. Not that you won't have the thought again, but just focus on, I want to step out. It's just like unpacking that suitcase that you have. You can't zip that suitcase up, so you've got to take something out. So really focus on when you start to feel anxious or fearful inside, think about these are just thoughts. The thoughts are not me. And becoming more aware of that, then you're able to step out of the thought and say, okay, I may have this thought, but what is it trying to do? Why is it trying to gain power? And look at the emotion it's striving for. Because ego primarily is stemming to strive for fear, anxiety, all of those emotions that keep you anchored to the past. So let me know. I'm really interested. Let me know how you're doing, what you think about letting go of the ego. Do you think you're there? Do you think it's something you can start doing, becoming more aware, or are you awakened, as we say? I would love to know what your thoughts are. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe below, and I'll see you back in the next video.